SMT Nation, we back. Nation, we got to talk about this. Major data coming out of Ookla on T-Mobile Home Internet, Verizon 5G Home Internet, and cable. All right, what's going on in the home broadband space is basically a revolution, and it's happening in front of our eyes. Anyways, the data here is telling and explains everything. We'll be discussing it here in this video. I'll be sure to link the post and the release of this data from Ookla. It'll be in the description. Ways to support the SMT in the description as well. All right, so let's start first with the chart that you see. This is a graph of all the customers that are on T-Mobile Home Internet and Verizon's 5G Home Internet, right? So the fixed wireless access service from those two carriers. Starting, during the pandemic year, so Q3 2020, get your first inklings of data, right? And then you'll see it charts all the way to Q3 2023. So you've got 3 years of data, right? And that's enough to kind of get a trend. This is not a flash in the pan. Fixed wireless access is here to stay. Look at these numbers, astronomical growth. You will see that as the carriers have built out their networks, and you see where they have created excess capacity, right? They're definitely adding those fixed wireless access subs. Okay, so you've got T-Mobile that has added over 4.2 million subscribers in that 3-year time frame. Verizon adding 2.7 million subscribers in that time frame. These numbers are likely going to be higher here when they record results and do their earnings calls in January. I would expect Verizon to top 3 million. I would expect T-Mobile to push for almost 5 million, right? So we're talking about somewhere in the neighborhood of about 7.5 to 8 million subscribers in 3 years. Anyways, look at the disclosures here from Ookla. All right, the first thing is T-Mobile and Verizon both providing adequate national scale home broadband solutions through fixed wireless. According to Ookla's data, median download speeds through Q3 of 2023 have remained good. They're saying that they have maintained performance levels over that time frame. So this means that as they have added customers, they have continued to offer enough capacity. They have not slowed down to a significant level. Doesn't seem like the data supports any other narrative to the story. And that's one of the things that cable has said. Eventually, they would run out of capacity and the networks would start to degrade. Their mobile services would be compromised. And then the fixed wireless subscriber would churn because the experience would be less than it was before. No proof of that happening yet. So, sucks to suck, cable. Additionally, cable and DSL providers are the ones that are churning. That means that customers are leaving cable and DSL for fixed wireless access subscribers. All right, so the bulk of those churning to T-Mobile and Verizon are coming from old legacy DSL networks and cable networks. And the cable networks probably could be because of explosive pricing or, poor customer care, poor experience with the company, who knows, right? But they are giving up the customers, absolutely. And it says here that fixed wireless access services are increasingly going head-to-head with over 10% of users joining Verizon's fixed wireless access service coming from T-Mobile, right? And that is in rural. So basically, as Verizon has built out C-band, fixed wireless access customers who have been with T-Mobile are leaving. That's a pretty high rate. T-Mobile might want to figure that out. Okay, next. Clear signs that download performance could be a key contributor to churn in the market. According to their analysis, it says here that customers that have churned to T-Mobile fixed wireless access 5G home internet said that their median download performance before churning was below the median performance of all customers of these ISPs. So they are leaving because their previous provider could not afford them enough speed. I'm not sure if it's because they were unwilling to pay for the better speed or it just wasn't available. We did see that it was a DSL problem. Maybe the cable uplink was the problem and fixed wireless can do better. Maybe. And the last thing, C-band is strengthening fixed wireless's case. I will tell you guys, I think C-band is absolutely the reason why cable is in shambles. C-band, right? And then we'll say Sprint as well because T-Mobile got their spectrum. But that is basically it. I mean, C-band will continue to scale. We'll see more and more of those upgrades, more bandwidth getting on air. the pressure is on them, cable, and it's all because of C-band. It enabled everything. Now they got the double whammy, getting pressure from both Verizon and T-Mobile with home internet. Anyways, this chart tells it all. Those key takeaways from Ookla tells it all. What do you guys think about all this? If you're a fixed wireless access subscriber through T-Mobile or Verizon, and maybe you could offer kind of your reason for leaving cable or DSL, tell us why. Also share your experiences with T-Mobile and Verizon 5G home internet, either one or both if you've tried both. And then comment on some of those disclosures there from Ookla. Good stuff. I got more videos coming as we kind of break down some of these elements here from the industry in this report. Comment down below. You all voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.